winter driving in the Maritimes certainly can present its challenges, and this particular trip didn't let us down. Snow, sleet, hail, rain, we saw just about everything that nature could throw at us. Paul's four-wheel drive, and lots of Tim Hortons coffee, we made the drive from Halifax to Grand Manan in just under 7 hours. We awoke on day one to a cold, biting wind. Some scouting along the shoreline told us the birds we'd come for certainly were there. But with the wind gusting up to 45 knots, going out in a 16-foot boat just wasn't in the cards. So, it was time for Plan B. With the hopes of bagging some mergansers, who usually fish along the shoreline, we set up in a small estuary. The puddle ducks must have known the season was closed. With only half a dozen old squaw for decoys, we were flashed, dive bombed, and swarmed by black ducks for about 2 hours straight. I can't wait to get back to Grand Manan for a puddle duck hunt. One of my favorite ways to preserve wild meat is bottling. Start by cutting the meat into cubes or small slices. When cutting the joints, find the joint with your fingertips, and then without really using your eyes, slide the knife through the joint. Rinse your bottles, and then sterilize them in some boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes. To each jar, add half a teaspoon of salt, some fat pork, a small strip of bacon, some onion or green onion, or garlic if you like. Half fill each jar with pieces of meat. If the jars are large enough, you can also add the leg joints. With the bottles half filled, add another layer of bacon, fat pork, and onions or garlic. Top off the jars with meat, leaving a little space at the top. With your lids sterilized, add them to the top of the bottles, and then finger tighten. Add the bottles to a large stock pot. Partially fill the stock pot with cool water. When the bottles have cooled, remove them and lay them on the counter in the cool where they can seal. You'll know the bottles have successfully sealed when you hear a pop as the lid pulls down. Any jars that don't seal correctly should be eaten immediately.
Can't help it. Fuck, that didn't sound good. Anyway, that's the best kind. You might as well call it quits there, boy.